Hello boys and girls, my name is Colin Yin aka Tshepo Chang, and welcome back to another video. So, you know, my name is easy to spell, right? It's 5 letters, Colin. But some people decide to add another letter. Why would you do that? Why would you type out 5 letters? Why would you want to type out 6 letters instead of 5 letters? Like Collin or Collen. No, guys. No. No. Not 2 L's in a row. I cannot take 2 L's in a row. I will never take 2 L's in a row. That is why my name is Collin. Because I never take 2 L's in a row. Okay. I have finally been able to say that with a straight face. Because I've been practicing, and yeah, I guess I find it funny. I hope that you found it funny. That will be my punchline when I approach another girl. No, it's not. It's not it. It's not it. I will never use that again. It's so cheesy. But anyways, yeah. Okay. So I was gonna say something about, heads, heads, but a lot of people have different opinions. The essay Mint says that the side with the coat of arms is heads, but people can have their own opinions about a coin, I guess. I mean, like, they're both similar. But if you think that the side with the animals is heads, yeah, please go back to Swaziland, Lesotho, or whichever other country that you come from, because we don't want you in South Africa. I'm kidding. I think it's like what you grew up with. But anyways, today's video is not about the coin, because as you can see by the title, it's more about my education and how I came to get this degree. So I'd like to say that from primary all the way up until high school, till the end of high school, I had only achieved top 10 3 times, all in matric. Second term, third term, and fourth term. And, with kind of mediocre marks. But anyways, aside from that, I have, university, which I did my degree at UP. And to give you, a backstory. First year, didn't get a single sub, didn't fail a single module. Second year, 2015, well, the second year. As you know, if you watched my previous video, I did mention 2016 being second year, the revenge, but second year in 2015, I had failed probably about half of my credits. I'm actually surprised that I didn't get a hearing for that. But anyways, third year, no, not third year, second year, the revenge. Very uneventful, but I did fail an SWK again. So SWK 210, which I had failed in 2015. Well, in 2015, I didn't get to the exam. 2016, I failed it after failing the sub. And then 2017, being my third year with SWK, I failed that and another third year module. But SWK 2017, I failed just after the exam, so I didn't get to sub. Then 2018. Now, 2018 is what I'd like to talk about. So 2018, at the beginning of the year, I was told that I cannot take some fourth year modules because I actually have a second year module, which, you know, I had come to accept after a certain point. But then the modules that I wasn't allowed to take, they registered themselves. I think it may have been the system thinking that, you know, you have 2 modules that you don't want to take. Why are you doing this? So, yeah, pretty much it registered itself. So I sent an email to my head of department at the time. His name is Prof. Deval. And he said, okay, you know what? If you think, well, if I thought that I was able to carry out everything, because I mean I still have 2 modules, plus I had the 12 weeks mandatory VAC work that I had to do. If I think that I could still do all of that and graduate, then I should go for it. And now I was like, oh yes, this is it. This is it. I'm given this chance. So let me take it with both freaking hands and let me graduate this year. Let me finish all my modules in 2018 so that I don't have to come back in 2019, because I might not actually be able to come back in 2019 due to financial reasons. So I was like, okay, round 1, let's go. Now, first semester, pretty uneventful, you know, yeah, pretty uneventful, but I was pretty much like first year. I didn't have to do subs, and I also didn't fail a single module. So that was me. But it was still kind of hard, because taking that decision of, yes, I'm going to graduate this year, was, you know, it might have been stupid. Because the 12 weeks of mandatory VAC work that I have to do, well, I didn't have any way to do it, basically. So I had to, you know, you have 1 week in April, 4 weeks in June and July, 1 week in September, which was before a semester test or exams, so I don't think I would have done it there, plus like, I think like 3 or 4 weeks after exams, but before the cutoff date of when the reports are due for all these 12 weeks. So it's split up into 2 sections, 6 weeks and 6 weeks. Now, I didn't have any way to do these 12 weeks. But my lecturer for my final year project, a research project, yes, research project, she was in contact with one of my former lecturers, and my former lecturer who was working and still working at L'Oreal, she needed a part-time VAC work student to help her. So I was like, okay, let me do it. And yeah, that was 4 weeks in June and July, because I had only gotten confirmation after April. So June and July, I did that. Then there was also, after doing that, you know, 4 weeks is not enough. I needed another 2 weeks to cover for the first 6 weeks period. And then after doing that, one of the other people who worked there, one of the other managers, said that, well, he could use me, and he asked that that I come in part-time. So during second semester, I was going in some days to do some work there. And yeah, he's still currently my supervisor because I still work for L'Oreal right now. And yeah, I guess I'm very grateful for what happened in 2018 because like one after another, it's like God was just like, okay, this is the wall that's stopping you. Let me help you get over it. First it was that registering of modules, and then I was like, yes, this is it. And then it was back work, 4 weeks, done that. Then second semester, I still had a third year module, but most of my other modules I finished by the end of, was it end of August or end of September? I think it's end of August. And then I finished all of those, and then there was also the other remaining 8 weeks, which I done in part-time, so a day or two every week, and it adds up to being like 12, well, yeah. So 2018, I'm very grateful for that year, and I'm very proud that I actually got through that year. And I'd like to say that, motivational videos, I've said this before, they do not work on me. They're not helpful for me. It's nice having that epic music, and then it builds some, motivation, you'd say. But that's like short-lived motivation for me. It comes and goes. For me, a motivation would come from setting a goal. The biggest thing I can say is setting a goal. For 2018, my goal was to finish everything and graduate that year. And you may say that I did have God's grace on my side, but still, I still had to put in a lot of work, and that's what you should look into. If you're feeling very unmotivated, maybe you should set yourself a goal. Don't set like a ridiculously unachievable goal like by the end of 2020 I will be a billionaire. I mean, it might be achievable, but like, what are the odds? And okay, maybe you shouldn't look at odds, but still, it's you need to have a bit of realism in it, I guess. Yeah. And that's my take on trying to be a motivator. So pretty much thank you for coming in and tuning and listening to my story of a guy who's not really achieved his potential yet, but of a guy who could still be at school this year doing his final year project. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, until next time, Joy Kin.